If you are a man over 60 and you have been feeling like your energy is on a slow drip, like your confidence is not what it used to be, or like your performance in and out of the bedroom just is not where it should be, let me tell you something important. This is not just aging. It is not your fault. And no, it is not too late. I am Dr. Leywin, a urologist. What you are about to learn can change the way you feel about your body, your vitality, and your future. Because what most people are told about aging is only half the truth. The fuller truth is this. 3 foundational vitamins, backed by solid physiology and supported by modern research, are missing in many men over 60. Correcting them can revive your energy, support healthy testosterone, sharpen your mind, and reignite your drive and intimacy. This is not hype. This is biology. By the end of this video you will have a clear, step-by-step plan to reclaim strength, focus, and confidence that you assumed belonged to decades past. I have cared for many men who felt worn down and frustrated. Low energy. Slower recovery. Foggy thinking. Mood swings. Irritability. A fading libido. The story often sounds the same. You push through the day, you sleep poorly, and you tell yourself this is what getting older feels like. Yet time and again I have watched men change course when 3 specific nutrient gaps were identified and corrected. What many accept as the unavoidable side effects of aging is very often the combined effect of deficiency and neglect. And the best news is that deficiencies are fixable. Here is the plan. We are going to focus on 3 vitamins that directly influence male vitality. Your energy. Your mental clarity. Your emotional steadiness. Your circulation and sexual function. I will explain why these vitamins are commonly low after 60, what they do inside your body, how to test for them, and how to integrate them safely and effectively. This is not a fountain of youth fantasy. This is functional optimization. You will give your body what it needs to perform the way it was designed to perform, at any age. Let us set the stage with a few realities. After 60, the male body has done decades of hard work. Natural testosterone follows a slow downward trend that begins in midlife. Digestive efficiency usually declines. Microcirculation slows. Recovery takes longer. On top of that, the modern diet is often thin on micronutrients while being dense with calories. Add long hours spent indoors, limited sunlight, higher stress, and a few common medications, and it is no surprise many men feel like they are powering life with an almost empty tank. Too often the response is to medicate the symptoms without asking why the system is underperforming in the first place. Today we change that. Vitamin 1 is vitamin D3. I call it the masculine vitality molecule. Most people associate vitamin D with bone health, but in the male body it behaves more like a hormone. Vitamin D receptors live in your testes, your brain, your muscles, and your immune cells. Healthy vitamin D status supports healthy testosterone production, steadier mood, better muscle function, and a more resilient immune system. Men with low vitamin D are more likely to report lower vitality and worse sleep. When levels are optimized, many men notice a more driven morning, less afternoon crash, and a clearer sense of well-being. So why do so many men run low on vitamin D? There are several reasons that add up with age. The skin is your natural vitamin D factory and it becomes less efficient at converting sunlight into usable vitamin D as you get older. Modern life keeps us indoors. Sunscreen, while important for skin protection, blocks the ultraviolet light that triggers vitamin D synthesis. Geography matters as well. If you live roughly above the mid-30s of latitude, you simply do not get strong enough ultraviolet light for much of the year to make meaningful vitamin D from the sun alone. Add higher body fat, which can sequester vitamin D, and you can see why deficiency is so common. Here is what to do. Ask your physician to order a blood test called 25-hydroxyvitamin D that is the most reliable marker of your vitamin D stores. Do not aim for barely normal. Aim for optimal. For most men, a range around 40 to 60 nanograms per milliliter is a sweet spot for general vitality. To reach and maintain that range, many men need between 2,000 and 4,000 international units of vitamin D3 daily, though some will require more or less based on their baseline level, body weight, and sun exposure. Because vitamin D3 is fat-soluble, take it with a meal that contains healthy fat. Eggs, olive oil, avocados, nuts, or whole milk will help. Morning or midday works well for many men and helps avoid any chance of sleep disturbance. Consider pairing vitamin D with magnesium if your diet is low in leafy greens and nuts, since magnesium is a cofactor your body uses to activate vitamin D. If you have kidney disease, a history of calcium-based kidney stones, sarcoidosis, or if you take certain diuretics, speak with your clinician before supplementing and repeat your blood test after 3 months to confirm you are in the target range. Vitamin 2 is vitamin B12, the cellular energy key. B12 is essential for building healthy red blood cells that carry oxygen. It maintains the myelin coating on your nerves, which keeps signals fast and accurate. It supports methylation pathways that regulate mood and cognition. It is involved in mitochondrial energy production, which is how your cells turn food into power. Think of B12 as the wiring and the spark inside the engine. Without it, even a strong engine underperforms. Here is the catch. After about 50, stomach acid production commonly declines. You need stomach acid to release B12 from the proteins in food. Several widely used medications lower B12 absorption further. These include acid blockers for reflux and metformin for blood sugar control. Some men reduce their meat intake as they age, which lowers dietary B12 as well. The result is a slow slide toward insufficiency that can look like ordinary aging. Low drive. Persistent fatigue. Tingling in the hands or feet. Brain fog. Irritability. Mood dips. Poor exercise tolerance. Even trouble in the bedroom, since both nerve signaling and blood flow matter for performance and B12 supports both. Testing is straightforward. Ask for a serum B12 level. If the number is borderline or if symptoms are significant, ask your clinician about checking methylmalonic acid or homocysteine, which can reveal a functional B12 deficit even when the basic number looks passable. For most men over 60, a practical supplement dose is 500 to 1000 micrograms of B12 per day. Prioritize methylcobalamin or adenosylcobalamin, which are active forms your body can use directly. Cyanocobalamin is inexpensive, but it requires conversion in the liver, which is less efficient for many older adults. Sublingual tablets that dissolve under the tongue are an excellent option because they bypass the digestive bottleneck and deliver B12 directly into the bloodstream. If you are profoundly deficient or if you have had intestinal surgery or conditions that limit absorption, your clinician may recommend periodic B12 injections. Food sources still matter, so include fish, eggs, and high-quality meats if they fit your diet. If you are fully plant-based, B12 supplementation is non-negotiable because plants do not provide reliable B12. Vitamin 3 is vitamin C, the circulation and resilience amplifier. People think of vitamin C only as an immune helper. It is that, but for male vitality it matters for other reasons. Vitamin C is required to build collagen, which gives your blood vessels strength and flexibility. It helps protect the delicate inner lining of your vessels from oxidative stress. It supports the natural production of nitric oxide, the messenger molecule that tells your vessels to relax so blood can flow where you need it. That matters for your muscles, your brain, your heart, and your sexual performance. Vitamin C also helps temper the cortisol surge that comes with chronic stress, and chronic stress is a direct antagonist to healthy testosterone and mood. Unlike vitamin D, your body does not store much vitamin C. You have to replenish it daily. A simple and effective target for many men is 1,000 to 2,000 mg per day, split into 2 doses. For example, 500 to 1,000 mg with breakfast and the same with your afternoon meal. Splitting the dose improves absorption and reduces the chance of stomach upset. If you have a sensitive stomach, choose a buffered vitamin C that is paired with minerals like calcium or magnesium, or choose a formulation that includes citrus bioflavonoids to enhance uptake. Include vitamin C-rich foods as well. Berries, citrus fruit, kiwi, bell peppers, broccoli. If you have a history of calcium oxalate kidney stones or a condition that affects iron storage, talk to your clinician before taking higher dose vitamin C, because vitamin C can increase iron absorption in some people. Now let us talk about synergy, because these vitamins do not work in isolation. Vitamin D3 supports healthy hormonal signaling, which influences drive, motivation, and muscle function. Vitamin B12 supports the cellular machinery that converts your food into usable energy and maintains fast, reliable nerve communication. Vitamin C protects the vascular highway that moves oxygen, nutrients, and hormones to the tissues that need them, and it supports stress regulation. When these systems work together, you feel the difference. Your morning has momentum. Your mood is steadier. Your workouts feel more productive. Your recovery is shorter. Your mind feels clear and engaged. And yes, your performance improves because blood flow, nerve function, and hormonal balance are aligned. Here is your action plan. Step 1 is to get tested. Ask for 25-hydroxy vitamin D and serum B12. If you are fatigued or borderline on B12, ask about methylmalonic acid or homocysteine to catch a hidden deficit. These are not exotic labs and they are widely available. If insurance does not cover them, most cash labs offer them at a reasonable cost. Write down your baseline numbers. Step 2 is to introduce nutrients gradually. Start with 1. For example, begin with vitamin D3 taken with your largest meal. Track how you feel for 10 to 14 days. Then add B12. Track again. Then add vitamin C. This stepwise approach gives you feedback and keeps the process simple. If you change everything at once, you cannot tell what helped. Step 3 is to anchor your supplements to a habit you already do every day. Willpower fades, but routines persist. Put D3 next to your morning coffee mug and only allow yourself to sip after you swallow the capsule. Place your B12 on your nightstand and take it right after brushing your teeth. Keep the vitamin C where you prepare lunch so you never miss the second dose. If you travel, set a daily phone alarm for the first 2 weeks to lock in the rhythm. Step 4 is to support the vitamins with simple fundamentals so you multiply the return. Hydrate early in the day. A dehydrated body always feels tired. Eat protein at each meal to stabilize energy and support muscle. Walk daily to move blood and lymph. Aim for 20 to 30 minutes after meals to help glucose control and digestion. Train your legs and back with resistance twice a week, because big muscle groups are your best natural ally for glucose control, testosterone support, and fall prevention. Get natural morning light on your eyes for 10 minutes soon after waking if weather allows, because that anchors your circadian rhythm, which improves sleep quality and hormonal balance. Limit alcohol on weeknights if energy and performance are priorities. None of these steps require perfection. They require consistency. Let us put dosages and timing into a single, practical schedule. Morning with breakfast, take vitamin D3 with a meal that contains healthy fat. If you take magnesium, you can take it with D3 or with dinner. Mid-morning or early afternoon, take your first vitamin C dose. After lunch or mid-afternoon, take your second vitamin C dose. B12 can be taken in the morning for an energy lift, or in the early afternoon if you want a steadier day. If B12 makes you feel wired, move it earlier. If you are on medications, keep a list and share it with your clinician to confirm everything plays well together. Let us cover a few medication interactions and cautions so you are informed. Vitamin D can raise calcium levels. If you are on thiazide diuretics or have a history of high calcium, monitor with your clinician. Vitamin C in high doses may not be ideal for men with a history of calcium oxalate stones or iron overload. B12 is very safe, but certain rare conditions require medical guidance on dosing. If you take blood thinners, chemotherapy, or immunosuppressive drugs, do not add supplements without a conversation with your care team. The goal is to build a plan that is safe and personal to you. How quickly will you feel a change? Some men feel B12 within days as a lift in mental energy and motivation. Vitamin D is a slower burn. Expect to retest your blood level after about 3 months and adjust your dose with your clinician. Vitamin C often makes its presence known as improved recovery and less afternoon drag within a few weeks. The real magic lives in the compounding effect. 6 weeks of consistency will beat 6 days of intensity every time. Here are a few signs that your plan is working. You wake with clearer purpose. Your appetite is more stable. You do not need that late afternoon caffeine to get through the day. Your walks feel easier and you recover from yard work or the gym without lingering fatigue. Your mood is smoother. You feel more present with your partner. If you track anything, track 2 numbers. Track your sleep duration and quality and track your daily steps. Those 2 numbers respond beautifully when your internal chemistry is supported. You may be wondering if food alone can cover all of this. Food first is always the right philosophy. Get sunlight on your skin responsibly when you can. Eat fatty fish, eggs, and mushrooms for vitamin D. Eat meat, fish, and eggs for B12, or supplement B12 consistently if you are plant-based. Eat colorful plants for vitamin C and polyphenols. The reality for most men is that diet and sunlight alone are not enough to fully correct these gaps after 60. That is why a targeted, safe supplement plan is so effective. It is not a crutch. It is a way to restore what modern life and time have quietly drained. Let me address a common fear. Many men worry that if they start supplements they will be on them forever. The better way to think about this is to treat your plan as a 12-week rebuild. Test, correct, and stabilize. Once you're in a healthy range and feeling better, you and your clinician can decide what to maintain and what to taper. Your numbers and your lived experience will guide you. You are not committing to a lifetime of pills. You are committing to a season of repair. I want to speak to the bigger picture for a moment. Reclaiming vitality after 60 is not about chasing your younger self. It is about becoming your best self now. It is about identifying missing pieces in your internal chemistry and restoring function where it has lagged due to deficiency and stress, not due to inevitable decay. You are not too old to feel strong, clear, confident, and connected. You may simply be under-resourced. The difference between fatigue and vitality, between frustration and fulfillment, may be as straightforward as replenishing 3 foundational vitamins and living with intention. If you are ready to act, here is your checklist. Schedule your blood work for 25-hydroxy vitamin D and serum B12. Pick quality supplements. D3, methylcobalamin or adenosylcobalamin B12, and vitamin C. Anchor them to daily habits. Walk after meals. Train your legs twice a week. Drink water when you wake. Get morning light. Retest in 3 months. Adjust based on data. Keep going. If this video brought you value, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more evidence-based men's health made for men over 60, and share it with someone you care about. Aging is inevitable. Decline is optional. With the right strategy, your strongest years can still be ahead of you. I am Dr. Leywin. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.